The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Hello, and welcome to your favorite podcast, D-Influence. How do I look today?
Well, I didn't know whether to wake you. I walked in and you were kind of like passed out, like sitting up. Like you just like you were in the middle of something and you just like a narcoleptic.
I was in the middle of taking notes for this podcast.
Yeah.
And pumping at the same time. And I finished my pump and it just made me so sleepy. Sometimes like, the sucking that it's like.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware of the noise.
Like
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, I listen to it 3 hours a day. So, but it kind of like hypnotizes me a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
That noise. It's almost like a little like white noise sound machine at this point.
What's so funny is that like I used to kill to see a nip. And now I just see them like stuck in that little thing. They look like they're prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
In solitary confinement.
The nipples are prisoners. They're like kind of like being like waterboarded up in there.
Yeah, no,
they're being
sure.
tortured.
Yeah,
the nipples.
Did you tell people about my theory of why you keep getting mastitis? Because your angle is that you're laying on your back, and all the milk gets like stuck, so it's like continuing to suck the milk, and then I think it's sucking the milk back into the ducts.
Jordan has this theory that my nipples are actually sucking the milk in.
Yeah. Well, no, she kind of like lays at an angle when she's like pumping. And then you have to lean over so that it like actually pours into the container.
Yes.
But I think that when you let it build up,
you could be onto something.
I really feel like I am.
So
like it's going like, cause it's so hard to explain.
Basically what's happening is the suction. So I'm laying on my back. So it's not really being suctioned out. It's just sitting in a pool of breast milk.
But continuing to suck.
Yeah.
And so it's like going back in because the pressure is there. But it's weird to think that milk can only come out of the duct and couldn't go back into the duct.
So, and maybe it could. Or maybe there's just really not enough studies around this just yet.
You know why? Because,
they're just now saying that they're discovering that the baby's saliva actually does go back in through the breast and tells your body exactly what your baby is needing through their saliva.
See, that's what I'm saying. Something goes in there. Wow.
Okay.
I just solved your mastitis.
Yeah.
So well, we're only 2 minutes in.
2 minutes in. Speaking of the number 2, though, I was thinking about maybe just doing 2 more weeks of this.
Oh, 2 more weeks of
breastfeeding, not D-Influence podcast.
Not the podcast. I was like, wow. I mean, we did leave it all in the field the past couple episodes.
Yeah.
This one's going to be an interesting one. This is going to be a silly one where we like don't really know what we're going to talk about.
Because I fell asleep while I was making notes for the episode.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I was thinking about how does that make you feel when I say I Summit is about 8-9 weeks now. No, yeah. I'm sorry. How old is he and where am I? What's going on? He was born January 9th. So he's almost January, February, March. Almost 2 months? Yeah, he's almost 2 months, 8 weeks. So how does that make you feel when I say, and there is a right or wrong answer to this. I just want you to know.
And
how does that make you feel when I say that I might just be able to feed him breast milk for 2 more weeks?
I'm looking for the right answer.
Yeah, you better look deep into that soul of yours.
Well, you've asked me this like 6 times in the past 2 weeks, and I've just ducked and dodged it.
You have it.
And I'm like, oh, there's a Sonic.
Yeah.
And you're like, a Sonic where?
Gets you every time.
Yeah. I am so grateful for the sacrifice that you have made breastfeeding. But I think that you have done such a good job that if it is time for you to tap out, you are leaving on a high note. Sad camp.
Sad camp. It worked.
Sad camp works.
No, I really would love to to keep going. And, I keep saying this. It's kind of like what I kept saying when I was actually giving birth is, I can't do this. I can't do this. Make it stop. But then it just kept going. I'm kind of like there with breastfeeding.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens.
I will say it is a logistical thing. I mean, you're pumping in Ubers, you're pumping in airplanes, you're pumping every night. I mean,
we be pumping.
Yeah. And then you got to bring that giant Stanley jug around.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, they do have better portable pumps, breast pumps that like the LVs or the mom cozy ones you can just stick in your bra.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like this big. But like I like the hospital grade one because of all the mastitis I get.
Yeah.
So I don't allow myself to get those like cute little portable ones. So yeah, I'd be pumping in public places.
Well, let's see. We're going to Cabo in theory for kids spring break March 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe is that your last week pumping, or is that your end date and to celebrate the sacrifice that you've made breastfeeding?
Maybe if I do stop, like it would be before then.
Got it. Yeah.
So that trip will kind of like determine a lot.
Yeah.
But Ellie's breastfeeding and she's seen about coming. So it's
so
like
y'all can like just like
it's like
do it together.
It's like, oh, like let's do it together.
That's fun.
Just go. I was gonna say go topless. Sorry, that was just inappropriate.
Whoa.
Inappropriate.
Your modesty since having 3 children is just gone.
I'm sorry because I just remember this one time that my parents took us to the beach. We went and stayed at like some all-inclusive, like the typical family trip. And I just remember like it was a part of Mexico and all the women were topless. I always remember that. And then every time I go to Mexico, I'm like, where's all the topless people?
Interesting.
Yeah.
We should dig into this further offline.
Yeah. Maybe I think it was like outside Cancun or something. Yeah.
So your parents took you to a nude beach?
No, there were just people from, I think actually there were a lot of Europeans there that were topless, but like it wasn't.
See, I remember as a kid only seeing like, because we would go to Mexico every summer.
Yeah.
I maybe saw like 2.
Oh, so you did?
Yeah, but it would be like some random French lady walking by.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's that?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, she's European. But it was never a whole beach full. Like those beaches, you got to find those beaches.
No, it wasn't a whole beach full. No.
Oh, okay. No. Just like a couple.
No, yeah, just like a community of topless people.
Yeah, that's a nude beach, babe. For sure. Your parents took you to a nude beach.
No, they didn't. No. Let's see.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's so weird. I've never really thought about it. But anyway. So yeah, we're gonna go to Cabo. We're gonna probably rent a house because 3 kids. I'm like, I don't think any hotels will take us. I think we're just like not allowed.
That's so funny.
I'm serious.
That's funny.
So yeah, we're at that stage too where I think we're gonna actually open up applications. Like if you are our age and have kids our age,
yes,
we're gonna open up applications to be our friends. We're looking for more friends with kids our age. Like to all my friends listening to this, I love you guys, but your kids are a little too young for my kids to play with.
Yeah. Like our kids will break your kids.
Our kids will babysit your kids.
Yeah.
Is basically the point. And so yeah, we're opening applications and you're welcome to just join our friendship.
Anywhere. The mall, if you see it's small, just sit down.
Yeah. Just so you know, I am kind of hard to get as a friend.
That is true. I think that we both are.
Yeah, it's like and it's not because it's not like, oh, I don't trust you or I think you're using me. No, I'm like, honestly, use me. Like, it's fine. But like, it just takes a lot of effort because like, I want to be pursued. I don't want to pursue you. I just, it's how I feel. It's how I feel loved. And then if you pursue me, like, and if I don't answer or if like, it's really nothing personal. I honestly probably just forgot. I'm not like trying to avoid you or something. Yeah. And so just keep pursuing and keep asking me to do things. And then one day it'll work out. And then that one day we'll hang out and it'll go great. And then I'll just not stop calling or texting you forever.
Or reverse, you won't hear from her for 3 months, but then she's going to come back really hot.
And I'll be like, do you want to go to Cabo with us?
Yes. Yeah, we were thinking about inviting these like other friends, and we won't say their names. And we were like, oh yeah, they have kids our age. And we were like, let's invite them. And then we were like, oh shoot, that'll be so random. We haven't talked to them in like a year.
So true.
But maybe that's just like not us. Maybe that's just like adulthood.
I know. Well, but no, because I have some friends that are a little bit more high maintenance than others. Like, I'm just not a high maintenance friend. But like,
Yeah.
if you don't text me back or you don't answer me, like, I am not offended. It's just really, I know it's on you. I know it's not on me.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm either like,
You've gotten really friendly. Like, you have so many friends right now.
do I?
Mm-hmm.
I think you think that because I went to dinner with someone on Wednesday. and that cannot be
That's a single indicator.
Yeah, that can't be misconstrued. Like I'm a like overly social
No,
guy.
Devin called you this morning, like just to ask you a simple question. And I thought, dang, if my friend would have called me, I would have screened her. I'd be like, I'm not in the mood.
Well, I did answer and I said, hey, is this an emergency? Because he never calls it.
In the morning, yeah.
But yeah, no, I guess I'm a pretty solid. The problem with me is that I don't want a lot of friends. Like I just want like 3 or 4.
Mm.
But then now that I've got this 3 or 4, I've got some new friends over here and I'm trying to like merge the groups.
Yeah.
But that's tough. It's
I
tough to
know.
merge groups.
We are mergers of groups though.
We are. You're right.
We like to merge the
But
groups.
you know the mistake we've made? We have merged the group so large.
Where they start hanging out without us?
Well, no. We have merged. No, this is a real thing.
That's always the word.
We have merged the group so large before that you can't get a dinner reservation in Dallas for the group of our size.
True.
So then we start having to shrink the group. And when the other people left out, the group fractures.
True.
So we almost like built this monster and then it was too big to sustain itself.
You know what I really want? Okay, this is going to be like a 2025 goal of mine.
Okay.
I want a best friend with kids my age.
You've already said that.
Or our age. Sorry, not my age.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I want her to be a best friend. And here's what I'm looking for in a best friend. You must be funny. Like you have to be funny. If you're not funny, I don't want it. Okay. Like
Dani's been wanting this like funny friend. I listen, guys.
I talk about it all the time.
I've heard about this funny friend for 6 years. And
I have this like
it's modeled off of like one person.
It's like Seth
who is a
Rogen.
little bit of a psychopath. If I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I miss her.
Yeah, you miss her, but she's a psychopath.
I tend to I like obnoxious people. A
No,
lot.
like you like boisterous people.
Okay.
Loud.
I feel like that's a synonym.
No, obnoxious. Like you can be.
Okay, yeah. Obnoxious is negative.
Yeah, negative. Boisterous is like life of the party, funny.
Yes. Like I like a girl that, I need a girlfriend like that.
Yeah, like
maybe she has freckles.
Yeah,
you know?
or you know who she reminds me of? Amy Schumer.
Yeah, like maybe she has like a little raspy voice. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could definitely do like a best friend with freckles and raspy voice.
Like a Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer kind of vibe. Yes. Like really quick-witted but goofy.
Yeah.
But also is a good mom and has 2 kids. So if that's you, but here's the thing, the reason why those friendships
we should run back the matchmaker just for Dani to find her best friend.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Man, we don't have the energy for it. But if we did, that would be a great show.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe next year. We haven't found the person.
And then it's like weird. Like, do you think you could actually walk away from a reality TV show that I produce and truly find your best friend?
If they pursued me, yeah. Like I said, here's another thing about this friend with the freckles and the laughs. You have to pursue me on top of having your children. So.
You know what this is maybe just me, but I don't like hanging out with friends one-on-one.
I know you've always been weird about that.
I'm like a minimum of 3.
It's, you know why? It puts too much pressure on you. And then it's like, what happens when there's silence and there's nothing to talk about?
Gosh, you're right.
I know you.
You're right. You know, there was silence. We went to an Ulta dinner.
Yeah.
Last night.
I know. There were a couple. And then I was like, let's talk about military wives.
there was a couple of moments of silence, and Dani and I couldn't handle it. And before you know it, we were talking about how hard military spouses have it. And then we were talking about how you can't skydive because it'll void your life insurance policy.
Because you could die.
The lady from Ulta literally
was
goes,
like,
let's change the subject. Y'all know how much Hazel and Lola, our 2 dogs, meant to us, which is why we made sure to give them the best lives possible. This is where a farmer's dog comes in. Traditional pet food is highly processed and difficult to portion correctly, but the farmer's dog has changed that with their freshly made food. They take the guesswork out of serving sizes by precisely portioning your dog's food based on their unique nutritional needs. The pre-portioned packs are simple to serve and ensure your dog is eating the right amount to keep them healthy and thriving. It made feeding our dogs so easy, and we felt reassured that we were giving them the best possible food available. Plus, the farmer's dog delivers right to your door, automatically sending you new food as soon as you are running low. They have 24/7 customer support with real people, which can come in handy during the various stages of your dog's life. Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/Dani. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/Dani to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/Dani.
Y'all, these postpartum night sweats are no joke. The only thing that has been making them better is our Cozy Earth sheets and pajamas. Y'all know I'm a sucker for good quality comfort, especially in the postpartum breastfeeding phase. Cozy Earth has the softest, comfiest pajamas for both men and women that are designed for these cherished moments of relaxation, ensuring you feel cozy and stylish always. This way you can prioritize your sleep in every phase of life. Plus, y'all know we absolutely love our Cozy Earth bamboo sheet set. Jordan actually found these while looking for a solution to my night sweats. He saw they were recommended, and we've never looked back. We absolutely love them and recommend them to everyone. Their products have a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. You cannot go wrong. Prioritize your sleep. Get 40% off at cozyearth.com/Dani or use my code Dani at checkout. That's cozyearth.com/Dani or use my code Dani at checkout for 40% off. That's amazing. Yeah, we were talking about all these morbid, horrible things. We're like skydiving. What about if, how did we get into the military wives? I was like.
Well, we were talking about how hard baseball wives have it. And I go, another group that has it really hard, military wives.
And then somebody across the table told a really sad story about a military. And I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
I would have probably given us a 6 out of 10 at that dinner. No, 7 out of 10. We kept the conversation flowing.
Babe,
we're getting some laughs, but ultimately we brought up some topics that were questionable.
But the thing is, that was my first business outing since since my break. I mean, what? It's been 5 months.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to normal people like that.
So true.
In 5 months, I was anxious. I was like, what am I going to talk about?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, military wives.
Is that why you were being the way that you were being to me on the car ride before?
You mean the plane ride?
The plane and the car ride. The only reason that Dani and I were not fighting going into Ulta is because I tried to use the pee funnel on this plane and I peed on myself.
It's true.
And it's so true. And then I walked out and she's been mad at me all morning. And I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. Can you smell me? I just peed on myself and I didn't bring other pants. And then you kind of started laughing.
I looked at your shoe. It was all soaking wet. I was like, that's funny.
That's funny. That's why I love him.
And that's why I love him. And that's why we're married. I forgive you.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah, no,
everyone who is at this dinner is going to be like, what the he walked in with pee on himself. They brought up all these weird topics.
No, it wasn't that weird, was it?
The dinner?
Yeah.
No. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Just we talked too long about ways to die and bungee jumping and skydiving and how it voids life insurance policies. And then we talked about how hard military wives have it.
You know what I'm still what is still hurting me from yesterday? My ear.
Oh no.
So my ear we stayed in this really weird spot for too long, and the pressure on my ears, I got insane pressure on my ears in one ear.
What do you mean we stayed in the spot too long? We were in the sky.
We were in the sky for too long. No, it was depressurizing when you go down or something.
I see. Yeah.
I made that up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like my ear was killing me because I have a little congestion. And so the air got like stuck. And it was, I mean, I would say it was like 10 out of 10 pain. I wasn't really like showing it to you,
Mm-hmm.
but I was really suffering. Like it was one of the worst pains. And so that's whenever I was like, oh my gosh, get me that. And I was actually like doing breathing exercises. And I was like, imagine that you're a Navy SEAL. Like, what would they do? Like, endure the pain, like, breathe through it. Because I was like, there's nothing I can do. And I was trying to pop my ears, trying to get. Anyway, it is still bothering me to this day. To right now.
I wonder, did it rupture?
No, I don't think it ruptured. But yeah, it's still like got pressure on it.
Yeah. You know what? You kept like plugging your nose in the car and then blowing and then it would make like a squeak.
Yeah.
And you did it 17 times. You were like, did you hear that one? And I was like, yeah, I heard it. And you were like, it was like, and you're like, did you hear that one? And I was like, yeah, I heard it. And it's kind of like whenever you snore and you're like, okay, well, like, what did it sound like? And I'm like, I don't know, Danny. And then you're like, oh my gosh, really? Like, do it again. It's like every time you snore, you have to make me reenact it. So I don't even tell you every time anymore. I'm just like, I'm not going to tell her because she's going to think it's some like novel snore that she's never done before.
It just kills me that I snore.
And yeah, every time you're just as fascinated. You're like, what? I don't snore. Are you? What does it sound like? And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, well, like just impersonating. I'm like, and you're like, really that deep? Like, it's not like.
So true. Because I can't imagine that I'm a snorer.
Yeah, you're a snorer for sure.
Did I snore this week? Last night?
I don't know.
What did it sound like?
Yeah, that's what you would ask me.
Oh, that is funny. I really need a new car.
Okay.
So
okay, get it all out here.
But here's the only thing.
We are at 21 minutes. We got a lot more. Throw it all out there.
I need a new car, but I first need a new house.
Okay.
Because here's the thing I keep on realizing is the biggest reason I need a new car is because we signed this lease for my car the reason I need a new house is because we signed a lease for my new car, but I really need a new car. So that means I'm going to need a third car, but we don't have enough room for the third car. So I need a new house to keep my third car.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is American consumerism.
No, that's called girl math.
Yeah, I don't think a new house is going to happen anytime soon. We've been trying.
I know.
There's nothing out there.
It's really like difficult to buy new houses these days.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been wanting it. We've been keeping an eye on it. I've been looking for new houses since we moved into this house.
That's true.
So yeah, but I'm thinking when it comes to the car, what about if I got a like all blacked out matte minivan?
We've been down this path. It sounds like a good idea until you get in it.
No, but
and then you're like,
but all matte, like custom paint job.
Yeah, is that gonna make you feel better?
Yeah, it could be cool. Like you've never seen that before.
Okay.
Just think about it.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Okay.
What else has been going on? What's in your journal?
Oh, well, I've been on my wellness journey.
I know.
And everybody wants a piece of this. I'm telling you.
A piece of your wellness?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What are you doing? What's your protocol?
Siete chips. Hummus. Olipop instead of Diet Coke.
It's so true though.
I'm like, and I'm healthy.
Yeah, you're like, I'm healthy AF.
And I'm healed. No, I mean, did you notice like on Tuesday, I got rid of all the toxic products in our house.
You really did?
You can't find bleach up in here. Actually, I did hide a few bottles because I was like, what do you do when the mold comes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this holistic stuff's not going to do it.
Like, what? Then I'm going to get mold poisoning? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
No, so I threw away all of the toxic things in our house.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like bad things out there, like really bad, that cause cancers, carcinogens, endocrine disruptors, volatile organic compounds. They call them VOCs. It's in basically everything.
Jeez.
So, but basically, what I'm learning about a lot of these non-toxic products is it's just soap and water. That's all. And then they
Really?
package it up and sell it to you. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's soap and water. So I've been cleaning with soap and water instead of,
Yeah.
endocrine disruptors, and it's been going pretty well. Sometimes I add some like essential oils up in there to make it smell like citrusy and things like that. But like I switched to, I'm trying a ton of different laundry detergents. I learned a lot about all the like layers of chemicals that are left on your dishes after you like run them through the dishwasher.
Really?
It leaves like 7 layers of chemicals that are left on your dishes for you to eat. It's pretty horrible. I learned I just bought a bunch of.
Well, hold on. How do you fix that one?
Well, you have to get like non-toxic dishwasher pods.
Oh, I see.
Which I did. Yeah.
Soap and water. Okay.
Soap and water. Yeah. And then I ordered new wood cutting boards, because the plastic, like those plastic cutting boards, when you're cutting into the plastic, you're getting microplastics all up in your food.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Can you explain to me the science behind your hydrogen water kick?
Okay, so hydrogen water, yes. Hydrogen water, it's hydrogen tablets that are put into your water, and it acts as a anti-inflammatory, like as an antioxidant. It adds hydrogen gas to your water, not another hydrogen like water molecule. So it acts as an antioxidant, and it basically helps better circulation for less inflammation, more hydration, better muscle recovery, cognitive, everything. Like it's just like a wellness hack. Like it helps with a lot of things. But it's because the water now has this gas in it that helps it act like an antioxidant, and it like delivers the hydration, like it delivers everything through your circulatory system, because 30% of your circulatory system is what pumps from your heart, but 70% of it is actually like those like like it's like the capillaries and like the really small like arteries that actually like is carrying your blood. And that's where most of the inflammation happens. And so hydrogen helps stop that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It helps prevent like oxidative stress essentially. But yeah, and it's like
so when
a
did
super small hack, and it's like really cheap. You get these little tablets that you can put in your water. Some people have these like hydrogen machines. There's a ton of studies. Actually, there was a study that Gary Brecka talks about where they took, it's like a really good study because they took a group of 70-year-olds. It was like a double-blind placebo study. So that's when you know they're good, because each group doesn't know what they're getting, and one group is even getting a placebo. So like when you see that type of study, like it's like a legit study. And one of the groups was getting hydrogen water. The other group, I actually think I took notes on this little episode. The other group was getting nothing. And it was for 6 months. And it showed that, a lot of like age-related inflammation decreased. And it basically scavenges like all of the bad cells, gets rid of all of the bad cells, helps a lot with like even like the test where you sit to stand test.
Oh yeah.
It even helps people with like that test, like their mobility, like everything.
So does it taste different?
Yeah, it kind of tastes, but here's the thing, you chug it because you have to drink it within 90 seconds if you use the tablets. And it kind of tastes like a little citrusy. Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, kind of like a little acidic.
Yeah, I know like we were on alkaline water for a while. Remember that?
Yeah, that had something to do with like the positive ions or something.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that was just kind of a scam.
I mean, for me, it's like they're cheap. So it's like,
yeah.
So yeah, I switched to that. We have our new cutting board coming in. I'm super duper excited about that one.
What about our knives? Are our knives okay?
I ordered new knives. Not because they're bad. They had some cute ones on Amazon that were colorful.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably got to watch the knives too, because micro.
But
metals.
knives aren't plastic.
I know, but maybe like metal shavings could come off. No, cheap knives. You heard about that?
I've never heard of the metals flaking off. It's maybe.
Yeah, I'll
depends on how strong you're cutting things.
Yeah.
I've been really into like the red light therapy.
Oh, your mask.
Red light therapy is a really good hack too. The hack, it actually does kind of the same thing as hydrogen water. It helps with, so red light therapy, whenever it hits your cells, it releases nitric oxide into your veins. And this acts as the opposite of a vasoconstrictor. What do you call it? Vasodilator? Anyway, it opens up your veins and helps the blood flow through, once again, decreasing inflammation. Also helps with collagen production. That's why people wear it just on their faces. But I want to get one of those red light beds. There's like a lot of really good studies on red light therapy, and it's also very cheap to do. So it's becoming more like accepted by the masses, because it just used to be like rich people had it, but not anymore.
People kind of sleep on your science background. They do.
Well,
no, don't undermine yourself.
Yeah. Well,
what was that word you said? Vasodilator,
vasoconstrictor.
Yeah, and you like
it's when your veins open or close.
Yeah, and you like remember this stuff. You like know it.
Well, because I people forget, but I studied biology and chemistry in college. It was my minor.
Right. No, but I think you have a good understanding of it.
I have a good understanding of it, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have.
I could keep up.
You can hang with the Divi Scientists team.
I can. Speaking of trying to use the cleanest and healthiest products for myself and my family, what we use for our skincare is no different. This is why I'm so happy to talk to you guys about Primally Pure. Primally Pure creates animal-based products that encourages a clean living education to guide you in creating non-toxic rhythms and transformative results in your daily life. So you can go ground into what works, what lasts, and what really matters. They're wildly passionate about providing research-backed, results-driven products without compromising your health. Backed by thousands of 5-star reviews and unbelievable before and after photos. Their products are proven to create positive change in your skin and sense of wellness. Their products are made using ingredients like beef tallow, avocado oil, and so many other clean and natural ingredients. I love that I know that there are no hidden chemicals, so I can feel very good about what is going on my skin. They have everything from cleansers to moisturizers and so much more that are only made with clean and natural ingredients, so you know exactly what you're putting on your body. If you're thinking about switching to cleaner, non-toxic skincare, check out the thousands of 5-star reviews on primarypure.com from customers just like you. Once you're ready to make simple swaps, use code DINFLUENCE to get 15% off your Primally Pure purchase. That's www.primallypure.com and use code DINFLUENCE at checkout for 15% off your order. Guys, I'm so excited about this ad. Y'all know throughout my entire pregnancy, I could not stop raving about my Ritual prenatal vitamins. There's always so much for expecting moms to think about while they're pregnant. The very last thing we should be worrying about if your nutrient support is pregnancy safe. This is why I love Ritual. Ritual offers tailored nutrient support for key phases of pregnancy, from fertility support formulated to support conception outcomes to their essential prenatal and postnatal multis to support key nutrient needs before, during, and after pregnancy. Ritual has something for every mom. Their supplements are built with key nutrient levels to support a healthy pregnancy with essential prenatals, vegan, bioavailable, and clinically studied key nutrients. This includes methylated folate and nature-identical choline to support babies' neural tube development, omega-3 DHA for their brain and early vision development support from mom to baby, and vitamin D to support fetal bone health. What I love the most about Ritual is each capsule features a delayed release design to help make it gentle on an empty stomach. Plus, every bottle includes a citrus essence tab so you can enjoy taking your multis. When it comes to pregnancy support, you want products backed by research and transparency. Mom-founded Ritual puts in the work and shows you the proof. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/dinfluence. That's ritual.com/dinfluence for 25% off your first month.
I'm so excited about this next ad. Y'all know I've been on a health kick since 2024, and part of this journey is upping my protein intake. As I'm sure you've heard Dani mention how much protein I eat in a day on the podcast, you could say it's a lot, and with limited options for protein-packed meals, they can get rather redundant. This is where Premier Protein comes in. Their ready-to-grab drinks are high in protein, and with 1 gram of sugar, it makes it an easy and fun way to make your health journey happen. Plus, they have so many different flavors like cake batter, caramel, chocolate peanut butter, and so much more. I never get bored because I could have a different flavor every day if I wanted to. Staying healthy can be hard, but Premier Protein makes it fun and easy. Visit premierprotein.com and go to where to buy to find a retailer near you or find where to buy online. Premier Protein, sweeten the journey. Mm-hmm.
I can hang with, it's so funny. Chemistry was like one of my favorite subjects.
Wow.
I know.
I wonder where you could have gone with that. Well, I guess you could have built a beauty company.
You know, I could have gone right
Makes
here.
sense. Right here.
So red light therapy, that's a big new thing for me. And I truly do. I feel like it's been helping with my skin a lot. I mean, not right now. Like, don't look at me. Oh, I forgot to tell people that are watching this. I got a spray tan. That's why I look like this. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
What do you mean?
Oh, you think I look normal? Jordan's like, what? You look like you always do. Yeah, I went and got a spray tan with all the Highland Park moms this morning.
Oh, were they nice?
They're so nice.
Yeah.
Those moms, I'm telling you, like they're nicer than the,
mm-hmm.
That neighborhood of moms.
I know.
We went out to a different suburb. They tried to sue us out there.
Did we tell the full story?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
We can't because they tried to sue us. The moms out there be crazy.
We're going to sue them back.
Yeah, I actually am.
Yeah, because they were mean.
Yeah, and like that's grounds for sue. For sue.
I mean, I will say that I've never. That just escalated so quickly out there.
I know.
It's like, goodness gracious.
I know. I think
Susan.
I'm like, dang, like our neighbors are nice compared to y'all.
Yeah, geez.
So let's see. Is there anything else I've been doing on my health and wellness journey?
Oh, we've gone to a more charismatic church. That's
true, because that's so
wellness.
true. Like when you're healing, you have to heal from the inside out,
totally.
Not just from the outside.
Oh my
in.
gosh, we have done so much inner healing.
Inner healing, and then that also led us to new churches, which was really like something I started kind of that movement.
You did,
because I was like, I was like, the Holy Spirit like needs to be more present, and so I was like, I love Watermark, but sometimes I just wanted to try something new, and so we shifted gears a little bit and we went to like one of the most charismatic churches in Dallas, which Watermark is like pretty, like I would say on like a scale like vanilla to chocolate.
It's like a 3 on the vanilla scale.
Yeah. And so upper room would probably be like full throttle triple chocolate. Yeah,
like 9 or 10. They do a thing called soaking, where it's like they just play worship music and you kind of soak in the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, you could go like it's all day long. You can just go soak.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
no, they really do actually have it like Monday through Friday.
Yeah, I think it's like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah, like you can go on your lunch break and just like.
And they have like a dance team for it.
Did not know about the dance team, but someone did get up during worship and interpretive dance, and I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, but
she was amazing. To be clear. Good? Yeah, I walked in and I was like, okay, yeah, your eyes were closed, my eyes were wide open watching this interpretive dance. And like, let me try and paint you a picture. This wasn't like she walked up on stage. It was like we were all like in the seats, and then she kind of just like got up and started doing it. And then she told me after, because we met them, and then she told us after that she was on the upper room
praise and worship dance team,
which also
cool.
Never had that before. Love it.
My church growing up had a dance team.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I tried out. I didn't make it.
What? Can I ask you this? Like,
it was hip hop.
Okay, like so during worship, y'all would do hip hop dances?
Yeah, they would, but they would more like still perform.
See, what was cool about this girl who was dancing is like it was so. I wish you would have watched it. It was so cool to watch.
I was busy praying with my eyes closed.
It was so cool to watch because it was like she was worshiping through dance. And it was like, it was so interpretive and so good. But yeah, honestly, I was going into upper room and I wanted to see some stuff. I wanted to see people speaking in tongues.
I wonder
which they did. Didn't they?
You act like that's so weird. Like,
no, I mean, again,
it's always like they were speaking in tongues. Like,
well, at Watermark, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, my church was just growing up. It's like,
yeah, you grew up very charismatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I gonna say about the dancing? Oh, I wonder what the Bible says about dancing during praise and worship. Because then you have like some Christians that are like, they don't even allow like music, like instruments.
Yeah. This is the plot of Footloose.
No. True.
Yeah.
What are they, Baptists?
It was like, yeah, they were Baptists and they were like, no dancing in this town. And they're like, F you, pastor, whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to dance.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT.
What, the history of?
I did the most stalkery thing the other day on ChatGPT.
What?
So I have this friend from college that I'm not really friends with anymore, but like I follow her on Instagram and she goes to the coolest places. She has kids, like 2 kids. And she posted a restaurant with the menu, like, and the people that she was with. And the restaurant looked really cool. And so I took a screenshot of it and I asked ChatGPT, where is this restaurant? And because it didn't have anything except for the menu logo, and it could find it for the menu's logo.
That's crazy.
I know. I felt so stalkery. I was like, I could just DM her and ask her, but like, I don't want to.
That's so crazy.
Okay, let's see.
You know what? Footloose, the new one, it's kind of slept on. It's a pretty good movie.
With Juliana.
Yeah, Julian Huff or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty great.
The Bible supports dancing as a form of praise and worship, emphasizing joy, celebration, and reverence for God. Let them praise his name with dancing and make music to him with tremble and harp. Praise him with tremble and dancing. Praise him with the strings and pipe. David, wearing a linen ephod, danced before the Lord with all his might. Okay.
I'm into it.
If done with a sincere heart, dancing can be a powerful way to praise and glorify God. Babe, will you please dance at our next at church on Sunday?
No, I can't.
Why?
I don't know. Ever since that hip hop class.
Really? That's it? That's the reason why?
Well, I tried. I tried with my hip hop class, and I'm not a dancer. God didn't bless me.
Is it because I laughed?
No, it has nothing. No, I genuinely I tried and I can't do it.
But babe, it's not about, like, dancing isn't about, like, there's no right or wrong. You just dance.
But let me tell you, there is. And you know it when you see it. And it's me.
People are actually like, that's just wrong.
Yeah,
that's just wrong.
That's just wrong. That is just wrong.
But you know what my theory is?
What?
You've never been able to let go.
There was one time, one season of my life when I let go.
What's in college?
No. Yeah, it was when I was a counselor at Sky Ranch. I was the guy dancing with all my 8th graders.
Wow.
I know. I know. That camp counselor, like I was that camp counselor. And I've never been that ever since. It's the only season of my life I've been that guy.
Jordan talked about this era, like where he was a camp counselor, like probably once a week. It's so sad. He's always like, yeah, I was like one of the cool camp counselors. He's like, it was like one of the craziest times of my life. Like these kids, like they try to sneak out and like, but like I was like cool, so I let them. And
it's so funny
because this girl liked me at summer camp, and like, but then this other girl liked me from another cabin. It's like,
that is so true. That is so oh my gosh, that's so true.
See, I was always like a loser at summer camp.
No. To be clear, I was a loser when I went to summer camp. Every year was supposed to be my year. And every year someone would have Heelys or cooler shoes than me or frosted hair.
Oh, the frosted tips.
Yeah, no, that was big.
Did you grow up with the frosted tips era?
No. Yeah, but I didn't have frosted tips.
Landon did. Sorry, I just outed him.
No, it's okay. I mean, there's probably photos. But I will tell you something. You know, this is a funny story I've never told.
Uh-oh.
I never had frosted tips, but
Did you try lemon in your hair?
yes, my dad told me it would make my hair blonder.
It does. The acidity.
Okay, well, listen, I might have put way too much lemon juice in my hair because it turned orange.
Yeah, that does happen.
It turned orange.
Yeah.
And people were so confused.
Did it really?
Yeah, no, for real. Like, and throughout a summer, it turned orange.
Yeah, that does happen. Your dad. Our dad's always, my dad had the weirdest like beauty hacks. Like my dad would eat raw eggs in the morning.
Yeah, my grandpa would eat Vicks vapor rub.
That can't be good.
No, he did. He ate it.
Oh, that's so bad. Where are they getting this from?
I don't know. He just would eat Vicks vapor rub.
I'm dying. That is so wrong. My dad used to put raw egg in his hair.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Probably for the protein or something about that.
Yeah.
Binding to your hair. Oh my gosh. The fixed paper. Oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
One time I didn't have blush and I licked an Advil and I put it on my cheeks.
Okay.
It worked.
Let me see.
You know those Advil with their coating?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like in like middle school and I was always a very pale person.
Yeah.
And I always had dark circles underneath my eyes. And so like I went to a party and I was just like really not feeling it. And so I took the Advil and put it and dabbed it on my cheeks, made them redder.
Huh.
It's kind of genius if you
Yeah, it
ask
really
me.
is. Quite innovative.
Beauty hacks.
One time. I'm trying to think. One time.
When's the last time you flossed your teeth?
Ooh. Water flossed or string floss?
Babe, does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay,
matters.
no, it doesn't because you haven't done either in forever.
I'm convinced no one does.
I haven't skipped a day since we've been married. Flossing. Do you floss your teeth?
Yeah. Like
It's-
you're kind of an overachiever when it comes to this flossing thing.
That
No,
is
no one
so
does it.
weird to me because every single time I floss, I get a piece of food out. Every single time.
Mm.
So that just really concerns me for you guys. Like, really. Like, you could have food in there from last week, and I'm not even kidding you. Like, little particles.
I mean, it'll break down.
It'll break down.
Yeah.
No, if it's wedged in there, like that short rib we had last night,
Mm-hmm.
that could be in there next Tuesday. And that doesn't bother you?
That short rib was good. though.
It was.
if it hits me next Tuesday, I'm taking it. be like,
You're
be
I was
like
in
compliments to the
that.
chef.
That was so good. We went to a restaurant in Chicago called Violi.
Yeah.
We did take a little plane. You want to tell them about the plane we took?
Oh yeah, we had to get back the same day.
So it wasn't like a private plane. It was like a little plane.
It was like it was like a so I know this guy
Mm-hmm.
that Miles connected me to, and I don't know.
Mike.
No, his name's not Mike. That was the pilot's name.
Oh, okay.
But I text this guy and I'm like, hey,
No, I think the guy's name is Mike too.
no,
Okay.
it's Maxwell.
Okay.
But I text Maxwell and I'm like, hey, we need to go here and here and get back. And I guess he like knows a bunch of guys who own these smaller planes and they're trying to like lease them out. And so I guess it's called a dry lease.
Mhm.
So we just like rent it for a day.
It's why Taylor Swift got all that flack because people are like, oh my gosh, look how much she flies her plane. It's not always her. She leases her plane out.
Babe, Taylor Swift, let me tell you something. Taylor Swift does not lease her plane out.
Yeah, she does.
No, people at that scale of rich do not lease their planes out.
No, she does.
Who does she lease her plane out to?
All of
Have you seen the
other rich
manifest?
people. I've read about it. You know, page 6, a really reliable source.
Yeah, like Tree Payne is like, no, it's not Taylor. She's leasing it out.
No, I think Tree Payne did say that.
I know. That's because it's a really good spin on the story.
She can't lie like that.
She's Tree Payne. She can do whatever she wants.
Okay.
What have you been journaling about this week? Oh, I walked
how
up to
much-
Dani. Yeah, no, don't answer. I walked up to Dani yesterday morning and she was journaling at the table and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I brought her a copy and I just read the first sentence and it was like, last night, Jordan made me so angry. Why does he do this? Question mark.
I didn't say that.
It might have been like, Lord help me love this sweet, helpless, stupid husband.
No, I was not. I just was funny because he walked up and it was like somebody was trying to copy off my paper. I like covered my words.
I know. I literally walked up and I saw my name and I go, oop, you should cover that one up. And then I like, yeah. And then I sat down and you were like, you hurt my feelings last night. And I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, I only have 10 minutes before I have to get to the gym. This is gonna be hard to pack in. And really, tell me if I'm correct though. Really, I really wish you remember the name of the series of events. Like when
A chain reaction.
Like, you know,
Cause and effect chain reaction.
Really what it is Dani's in the middle of a cause and effect chain reaction. And it's Dani is sick with mastitis. So therefore Dani is feeling insecure in her work because she doesn't have the energy to work. And so therefore Jordan
I have mastitis again, by the way.
Is happy as a clam and slaying. And so the very sight of Jordan, because she's sick and feeling all of these things, just makes her angry. And then I get in bed and I get the evil eyes. And it's not, and what we discovered on the plane, I think, tell me if I'm wrong, was that it's really not Jordan.
Oh.
It's that you're sick with mastitis. That's the root issue of what you're feeling. No?
Yeah, I mean, probably. But there was a little bit of you in there.
For sure. And hey, listen, Sad Camp reformed. I am totally willing to take responsibility for my part in it.
You know what's hurt my feelings since you've been home?
Yes.
What?
Oh, sorry, no. But I probably could guess.
What is it?
No,
don't guess.
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't asked me on a date since you've been home. All you want to do is hang out with our friends.
Let's think about this. Wait, no, last Friday. What did we do last Friday?
No date. We hung out with our friends.
We did?
Uh-huh. Game night.
Saturday?
Game night at Janelle's. Saturday.
Sunday.
This is what happens. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, you're so right.
And you're
Listen,
trying
I received
to
that and I received that and I own it. And I'm about to plan you the most phenomenal date.
No, it
your
doesn't have
entire
to
life.
be that phenomenal. But remember you got home from on site and you were like, this weekend, like, let's have friends over. And I was like, oh, I saved the whole weekend for you. I thought we were gonna hang out.
Yeah, that's true. I think you were mad at me.
No, babe, we hung out with our friends.
Oh, we
And then
did.
Saturday we went to the mall. And then
That's
my
right.
aunt and uncle came over.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. I received that.
Mm-hmm.
Easy pivot.
Do you not want to spend time with me?
No, I do.
Then why didn't you ask me on a date?
I flew with you to Chicago yesterday. I flew with you to Chicago
You were on your laptop the whole time.
because you were mad at me. And then I
Okay.
peed on myself and then I closed my laptop and you gave me that look like it's time to talk. And then I came and I sat by you.
Okay.
There were only 4 seats.
Yeah, but like,
And we sat as far away from each other as we could on the 4 seats. And then
facing each
and
other.
then I peed on myself and you saw my shoes and then I moved next to you and I made you laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marriage. So funny. So funny. Gosh, we're so married.
They say if you can make it past the 7th year, like you're golden.
No, statistics are on our side.
The 7th year is supposed to be the hardest.
I know. Why do you think that is?
I mean, I guess time wise, it makes sense.
Well, it's like you've built
You probably
a
had
family.
A few kids.
Yeah, had a few kids.
You're probably in like,
You've hit some success, so you're kind of
Yeah.
like in a rhythm.
You're out of the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think we're doing great.
Well, I think that where we're at is like I was in the process of forgiving you, and then I did it at SAD camp, and I thought I would come home from SAD camp and that
all
would be well. But then I came back from SAD camp and I was like, hey, I'm kind of responsible for some things the past 3 years. And then you were like, yeah, you know what? You're right. And then that's where we're at. You're in the process of freedom and forgiveness towards me. And pretty soon we're going to come to this place where we're sprinting down the football field next to each other, and I'm owning my side and you're owning your side. And we're not going to like point fingers at each other. We're just going to be so grateful. We're just going to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm broken. I mess up towards Dani. She loves me. And you're going to be like, you know what? I'm broken. I mess up towards Jordan. He loves me. And then we run for the next 50 years.
And it's just perfect. And we never fight again.
I honestly don't think that we will fight as much.
You don't think?
No, I don't. I actually don't consider what we did yesterday fighting. I consider that you being angry at me. And I consider that just me being stable and even keel throughout that. And then it came full circle. And you were like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm not actually mad at you. I'm feeling sick. And I just loved you. I was like, hey, it's okay. No worries. But before I would have been like, why do you hate me? My character is so good.
No, I'm perfect.
I'm perfect. You should be proud of me.
I did plan a date for you.
I did plan a date. We're on a plane.
We're on a plane. How do you feel like our parenting has changed because of SAD camp?
My parenting or our parenting together?
Either way.
I think that my parenting has changed in the sense that because I spent, a solid 20 hours talking to a teddy bear that was little Jordan. I honestly, I mean this, I look at Stratton a lot different. Because Stratton, so Stella is 4, and so she's pretty self-sufficient. She doesn't really have tantrums anymore.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's not true.
Sometimes
she had the worst tantrums when you were gone.
Okay, listen. What I mean by that is that she's pretty self-sufficient. She can go down the stairs by herself, and Stratton is still 2. And so he's kind of like, Daddy, hold me down the stairs. And I used to think that my responsibility was to kind of like prepare him for the world and be like, hey, Stratton, like, come on, you're a big boy. You can go down the stairs by yourself. I'll hold your hand, and kind of like make him be more independent. And now I'm kind of like, the little guy needs me.
Yeah.
Come on. I'll carry you down the stairs.
Yeah.
So now every morning when I wake him up, I just get him out of bed and he just lays on me for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he does that.
And he's always like, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah. And I don't feel rushed, or I'm like, this is so important for developing him. I would say our parenting together, I would say that I'm much better at hanging back and letting you take lead in a variety of different ways. I would say, like, I used to feel like if you were feeling any type of stress with the kids, like I would want to jump in and prevent your stress. And now I don't worry about your stress. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just think it's like,
I'm not even stressed out.
You're never really like stressed. What I mean
I don't get stressed out with the kids like you do.
What I mean by stress is like, okay, we have to get them all ready and we have to do this and we have to do that. Like I used to kind of like try and preemptively have everything done. And I would.
So funny because I feel the same way.
That you do that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, like you.
Like I'm scared that you're going to be stressed out, like getting the kids ready. So like, I feel like I try to preemptively do it.
Oh, interesting. No, I'm not stressed.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
That's why we're just like, before we go anywhere, we're both just like running around the house, trying to make sure the other person isn't stressed.
Well, it also isn't inherently stressful. Like they're all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I do think we've done a way better job at, especially with Stratton, instead of hey, Stratton, like, be a big boy, or
Mm-hmm.
don't cry. It's not like you're fine, like trying to like assure his feelings and then help him when he needs help.
Yeah, and just like
I was reading this. I bought that book, The Whole Brain Child,
mm-hmm.
and it's talking about right now in the book, like it's called integration. That's what they call it in the book. But basically, we're at the part where I'm understanding like the ways that the child's brain develops and how that plays into like their personality. And it talks about how like when you have a really shy kid, and you have parents that are just constantly pushing the child into crazy scenarios, thinking that the scenario will fix the shyness and like they'll grow out of it. It actually prolongs their timidity, their timidness,
Mm-hmm.
and like their shyness, where they actually will probably be shy when they're adults as well. But kids that grow out of being shy, typically it's when the parents are push them into kind of unstable environments, but help them through it. So they don't leave them. They like guide them through the tough experience. So instead of saying, like when we were at Blackberry Farm Stratton, don't be scared of ladybugs. That's silly. Ladybugs don't hurt you. Hold the ladybug. You say, hey, Stratton, I get you're scared of ladybugs. You've never seen them before. Let daddy hold it. Let daddy show you. I'm holding it. Look, it doesn't hurt me. Let's hold it together. You want to hold it together, and then we hold it, and then you show him and you guide him through like the tough experience.
He used to be scared of flies.
Uh-huh.
I gave him a fly swatter, showed him how to use it, and now he's like, no fly, no fly.
Exactly.
Like he's like a little killer with that thing now.
It's like a silly example, but I thought that was interesting because the thing is, it's not about taking your kid out of the experience, and it's not about pushing them through, but it's about like guiding them through, helping them through it, but still signing them up for all of those experiences.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times then parents are like, oh, my kid's too shy. I can't send my kid to summer camp. Like, and I was so shy, like such a shy kid. And that's why I hated summer camp, because honestly, what would happen is summer camp, I only stayed for a week. And like by the 5th day is like when I finally started opening up.
I know, it always happens like
I
that.
started opening up and I started like actually having my personality, and then we go home. And then like everybody starts to love me, and I'm only loved like like one day.
Totally.
Because I'm so shy. I was so shy. But yeah, this book I'm reading, it's called The Whole Brain Child, and it's really good. It gives you 12 strategies for developing your child's mind, your children's minds.
I think it's so hot when you read books like that. I'm being dead ass. It's like, I'm like, that's my wife. That's the mother of my children. Hell yeah. I really feel like
The
that.
fact that I'm reading it.
Yeah, like you're like learning to be a better nurturing mom. Like it's so hot.
Speaking of hot, I'm having a hot flash.
Mm.
Are we going to send our kids to summer camp? Absolutely. I'm going to send them away for a month.
I know you would. I still don't understand that. That seems so extreme and crazy.
That's so good for them.
A month?
My mom sent me to Spain for a month when I was like 15, 14.
And you're like, look at me. I'm
Look
fine.
at me. I'm like,
yeah. No, that's interesting. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say?
summer camp.
Oh, one of the things I will be doing is I think this summer they have this place in Dallas. I'm kind of like scared to talk about this.
The ski place.
Yeah, you can sign your kids up. Like it's an indoor ski hill.
It's so funny, babe. This has been like such old news, and you're just now finding out about it.
Wait, everyone else knows about this ski
The
hill?
place in Richardson, yeah.
You can send your kids to ski school during the summer
Yeah, because
and
they
teach
have
them to ski.
it's so smart.
It's so smart.
Yeah. We should do it.
We should so do it. It's like a summer activity for them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Well, that was a fun episode. This was like the most random episode we've had.
Well, I honestly feel like what happened was we literally gave everything that we had the past 3 episodes. Like we took our whole soul.
We have to do some more interesting things.
I know.
Oh God.
Don't get on that. We can't get on that mindset again. That's what got us here. the desire
Like abort,
to keep
abort,
it interesting.
abort. Well, anyway, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at De-Influence Podcast. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.